exciting week. You have a lot on your plate. Let us know how we can help.
People are having such a blast with this. I had my palm read just now.
Yes, by Vanessa.
By Vanessa.
Okay,
Well, Madam
excuse
Jen.
me.
It was vague, but I'll take it. I'm
Hey!
teasing. I just
When
said
you're
vague.
in a comedy, you have to hire funny people.
Yes.
It's sort of the secret of a comedy. Meaning the situation can be funny, you can write it funny. We who are not naturally funny people can do funny things, but you gotta bring in the people who can deliver the funny.
Yes.
One more thing. Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with.
And that woman came in, and yes, there were a few scripted lines.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that woman came in and for an hour dropped us all.
Like-
I had pins in my finger. I was digging and I had fake nails. I was like digging my nails into my thigh.
Yeah.
I was doing anything. I kept turning my head away when the camera wasn't on me, when it wasn't over my shoulder where you could see me. I would be like this because I didn't want to break. She is so funny.
I broke so much. Julia and I
She is
broke every
hilarious.
time. Insane.
I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
What is the freakiest thing about your co-star?
The freakiest thing about you? I don't know. We were just talking about this, but Jamie's super competitive. And most of the time, she'll probably win.
I'm a little competitive. I'm competitive in marketing. Like marketing is my language.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
competitive person.
You're very good at that, by the way. I have this book, Rebelling with Respect. I can't wait to read this.
Oh my gosh,
This
it's
is
Tess Coleman.
It may or may
Can I
not be
see
a
it?
Colleen Hoover book, but you just go ahead and
Let
take
me
a look.
say this. Here's an Easter egg for you Easter egg people.
Okay.
The only line in my life I've ever improvised is
Make good choices.
make good choices,
Oh.
which was an improvised moment,
term.
first day of the movie. The only other line I improvised is that this is the title of the book that I suggested when they said we're going to have some books
Brilliant.
for you that are like self-help books that Tess Coleman. And I was going to write this book.
Brilliant.
I'm telling the world, I actually at one point was going to write this book. I was going to write this book by interviewing all of these mental health experts and other parents because I was the parent of teenagers and I wanted to learn how do you encourage the very thing you want from a teenager, which is individuality, your own mind, rebelling, all of that. But how do you do it without just being a jerk? And I thought, I know, I'll write a book called Rebelling with Respect. I never did it. And then when we were doing the movie and they said, well, we need some books for Tess, I said, I almost did a book once called Rebelling with Respect. And I
And it
didn't
was
think
like-
they were going to use it. And the next thing I knew, I showed up on set and they actually made dummy copies of a book.
And were you gonna do this photo?
Oh my gosh, that.
That's
With the
funny.
lips.
Lily
Well,
takes some credit.
you know
for
why
that.
the lips? But you know why the lips? Because
From
look at
Barbara.
mine.
I like your lips.
I like my lips just fine too, but they're not plumpy and fluffy. And
Whatever.
so
It's
we
called
thought-
liner. We draw it. You don't have to deal with
It's
this, but we
rip-
draw outside the lines for us. What is happening? In the spirit of switching, do you mind switching places so I can just see what it feels like to sit next to an Oscar winner? You don't have to do
Yes.
anything.
You're
Just switch.
hilarious.
Just for a second.
We're gonna switch.
Oh my gosh, this is an unexpected treat.
Okay, so what was it
Aw.
like? What's it like having Jamie Lee Curtis on
Sit
your
on your lap.
on your lap?
It's like a cloud of joy. It's a pillow of happiness.
Yeah, babe, a big
No,
happiness.
a nice thin firm pillow.
No,
of
no,
happiness.
that was not a thin, firm pillow.
Yes,
That was a
pocket.
fleshy.
No, it wasn't.
bless
Thank you
you.
so much. It's such a pleasure.
What a nice
Congratulations.
thing to say. Freaky Friday was one of my favorite things that I ever did, and so it was really exciting for me to come back.
Out of everything that you guys did physically in this movie, I was most concerned about the crash into Jamie Lee.
Oh yeah.
Action.
There's a lot to there's a lot to protect here. So how many takes? What was the crash like?
Well, we did it where we would go into each other like softly, and then we did have stunt doubles to do the full on, which we
Safety
watched.
first, yeah.
which looked painful.
Yes,
but they
it
were
did.
fine. Okay. Your lifeline.
I just had my palm read by Madame Jen.
Oh my
gosh, you did?
That's
It was
so cool.
It was vague, but I'll take it. I was like, you'll be successful. So I'm curious, have you guys ever had your palm read in real life?
I have. I got so scammed.
I think
did.
maybe when I was younger I went somewhere once, but I can't remember any specifics.
Oh, crazy story. I was walking out of a hotel once and this woman came up to me and said, "Can I read your palm?" And I said, "Yes." I think I was 6 or 7. And she just wanted to look at my hand. And so she was this very tall, she kind of looked like Stevie Nicks. She was very cool. And she just told me, "You like telling stories, don't you?" And I said, "Yes." She was like, "I think that's going to really help you in life. And you do have anxiety, but you're going to get over it." And I was like,
Wow.
okay, word. So I think it's happening. I'm telling stories and I'm getting over my anxiety. So
You've learned a lesson that may serve you again.
I love the line in there. It's also from Vanessa's character where you are going to learn a lesson that will serve you again. And I'm
Yeah.
curious, what is a lesson that you've learned that actually served you again, maybe, in your life?
Ooh.
that's a
These
good
are always
question.
so hard when they're asked like
In 4 minutes, I
Yeah.
know.
What's a lesson that I've learned that has served me again? Go with your gut. I mean, I think that's always an everyday lesson. Like, go with your instinct. And I think over time, like a lesson I've learned is that it's okay to say no. Like, take time for you if that's what's more important.
Oprah talks about that, the power of saying no, and
Yeah.
how long it took her
I
to
think she's
to
the one
learn.
who taught me that because we were really tight at one point.
I actually quoted Oprah in my wedding vows. I think Oprah has served us
Gosh,
all.
she needs to know this.
I told her when I interviewed her once, I said, I quoted you in my wedding vows. She said, you want to be with somebody who makes you more of yourself, not less of yourself.
Ooh.
Good one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
More than
true,
once.
actually.
Don't you think?
'Cause I just thought about my husband when you said that, and he really like.
He makes you more of you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh my God! I just got like.
Did I get
That made me
Lindsay
so
Lohan to
happy.
get choked up?
It made me so happy just hearing that. It was so beautiful.
Very good. Flip your hair. Good.
You mentioned your husband. I have to ask you, one of my favorite scenes is when you attempt to flirt. And I know that's not necessarily the way you do it, but
I
do you
probably was like that when I was a teen in
No
real
way.
life.
I don't
Yeah.
buy it.
I probably was.
What is the art to flirting? I know you haven't had to do it in quite some time, but what is the art to actually flirting
The art
and
to
having it
flirting
work?
is subtlety. You don't want to be too. You just eye contact. I think is the main.
Eye
thing.
contact's a big thing.
Eye contact. Let people know that you're listening. It's always good to listen.
Last quick question, the freakiest thing about each other.
I think how you've managed to just be such a light for so long, and
Oh,
your
thank you.
your overall beauty inside and out is freaky. It's witchy. You're
What?
scaring me.
No, Danielle said that's witchy about me today too, because I said something else and had nothing to do with this.
Oh wow.
I don't know if I'm liking this.
No.
That's a
No, I love you.
compliment.
I love
The freakiest thing, I think the freakiest thing in the best way is how super talented you are.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I love that.
I'm just so excited to share this with the world.